Good morning, YouTube. It's Sunday morning, and yeah, I've recently, a slightly unusual video this. I've recently had two negative experiences with people of Scottish descent on YouTube. A user called Kenshaw, something like that, some series of numbers after that, a while back called me a paedophile and has left a series of comments saying how much he hates me. Fine, he's entitled to hate me, but I don't know why. He won't tell me why. And then yesterday or the day before, something like that, another Scottish gentleman, Wise Monkey 888, again went off on one, and I've no real idea why that is the case. I know he's said negative things about me elsewhere, but he started doing it on my own channel, so I had to block him. I don't like doing that, really. And I particularly didn't like it because, you know, the last thing I would want is for my brain to start seeing a pattern here. Because the brain is a really great pattern detecting engine, isn't it? You know, it's a hyperactive pattern detecting engine in some ways, and it's very quick to draw inferences from multiple experiences, which I guess would have served some purpose in evolutionary historical terms, but you know, today just lead to things like prejudice and xenophobia. And what I don't want to do is have these two experiences of rude Scotsmen, or more accurately, two examples of rude behaviour from Scotsmen. That's more accurate, because they're probably very nice people in other walks of life and in other interactions, but they were rude to me. I don't want those to take root in my brain non-consciously, to form neuronal connections and to make a little kind of trough in the landscape of my brain's architecture that things naturally flow down. I don't want my thoughts to flow that way non-consciously. I don't want Scotsman rudeness to be linked in that way, in that what's it called, implicit association. You know what I mean? There's an implicit associations formed when those patterns are recognised, and I don't want that to happen. So what I want to do is I want to try to consciously carve out some alternative grooves in my brain so that doesn't happen. And I'm doing that by thinking of positive Scotsmen. And there is one particular positive Scotsman. It's a Scotsman I really, really, really like and admire. And it's a musician and poet and writer called Ivor Cutler. If you don't know Ivor Cutler, he's absolutely fucking marvellous. He's dead now. He died 3 or 4 years ago, I guess. And he did these lovely. He was from Glasgow, and he did these lovely poems and absolutely beautiful readings of these poems, where he played the harmonium, which is this very kind of wheezy, windy keyboard instrument. I saw him in concert a few times, and he was just superb, a really lovely, you know, he was quite old when I saw him. He was a really lovely old man just singing these songs. And when I was living in Newcastle, a friend of mine was kind of tangentially connected to him and knew him personally, and said that he was, you know, he generally was this really gentle, lovely, just lovely Scots guy, you know, who spoke in this. He was from Glasgow, but his accent was quite soft for a Glasgow accent. So he had this beautiful brogue, and he made these fantastic poems and songs. And there's one song which I really like. I don't like all these songs, but there's one called "Beautiful Cosmos," which I really like, and I'm going to try and sing it because I think singing it will lodge this lyrical Scots person and his ideas and his take on life, which was sometimes quite misanthropic and just acerbic, but at the same time just full of kind of compassion and tolerance, which is, you know, great in great need right now for all of us. Yeah, so "Beautiful Cosmos." This is how it goes. I won't do the Scottish accent because I can't do it very well. You are the centre of your little world, and I am of mine. Now and again we meet for tea, we're two of a kind. This is our universe, cups of tea. We have a beautiful cosmos, you and me. We have a beautiful cosmos. What do we talk of whenever we meet? nothing at all. You sit with a sandwich, I look at a roll. Sometimes I open my mouth, then shut it. We have a beautiful cosmos, you and me. We have a beautiful cosmos. You are the center of your little world, and I am of mine. Now and again we meet for tea, we're two of a kind. This is our universe, cups of tea. We have a beautiful cosmos, you and me. We have a beautiful cosmos. Right, that's the exorcism of the rude Scotsman. Thank you very much.